Well, good afternoon and welcome to the 2021 MCW-Milwaukee White Coat Ceremony. This important rite of initiation, celebrated by MCW for more than 25 years and observed by most medical schools across the country, welcomes new student doctors into the profession of medicine. Family, friends, colleagues, thank you for joining us in person and virtually on this celebratory occasion. Today, we'll hear from MCW and community leaders as we gather to honor and acknowledge the commitment of our incoming students. To begin, please join me in welcoming Dr. John Raymond, President and CEO of the Medical College of Wisconsin.
Thank you, Carol, and welcome to all of you. It's an honor and a privilege for me to be here today with you to welcome you to Milwaukee, the Medical College of Wisconsin, and to the profession of medicine. And I sincerely thank all of you for choosing the Medical College of Wisconsin. Today is a milestone in your lives and in your careers, as the white coat ceremony is symbolic of your commitment to the profession of medicine. And it's our official acknowledgement of the beginning of your professional journey. We welcome you as future physicians, lifelong learners, and most especially as colleagues. The next few years, we very much look forward to spending with you. And I would just like to end by saying that the world needs you, us, and the profession of medicine now more than ever. They need you to be trusted advisors, advocates, and voices for science and for public health. Welcome and thank you. And now I'd like to turn the podium over to Joseph E. Kirschner, MD, graduate of the Medical College of Wisconsin School of Medicine, our provost, and the Julia A. Eline, Dean of the School of Medicine.
Thanks, President Raymond, and I hope everybody's having a good day. Who's having a great day? This is going to be a good class. I can tell you that sometimes I start these remarks, and white coat ceremony is one of my most favorite days of the year. And I get sort of a tepid response. I can tell a lot from the medical school class based on sort of that response. So. To the leaders here at the medical school, you may have your hands full a little bit, but they're engaging us, so that's what we really want. I hope you know how much this institution really, really embraces and is grateful for you choosing us and for walking in and becoming part of the MCW family. Many of you will hear me say that a few times, a dozen times, 100 times. If I get to 1,000, if you've heard me say it 1,000 times, send me an email and say, hey, Dean Kirschner, we've heard it enough. But seriously, I think one of the really unique things about the Medical College of Wisconsin is that we are a close-knit group of individuals who really do, in many ways, function as a family. And speaking of families, I want you all to acknowledge today your friends, your loved ones, and your family. I know you're going to be celebrating today. Please do take a moment to thank those who are close to you for getting you to this point. Nobody gets to this point by themselves. Nobody achieves these heights by themselves. Everybody relies on those around them to help propel them to success. So please do thank them. All right, I asked Dr. Franco earlier if you'd had any tests or quizzes yet. He said no, so I'm going to give you your first test. Actually, it's a quiz. So raise your hand if you think that the white coat ceremony in the United States has been around for 100 years. Don't be shy. You're not graded on this. It's not going to go on your transcript. All right, nobody. Raise your hand if you think the white coat ceremony has been around for 50 years. Raise your hand if you think the white coat ceremony has been around for for 25 years. All right, almost all of you are in between that 25 and 50 range. This is actually the 26th white coat ceremony at the Medical College of Wisconsin. When I graduated from MCW and matriculated here in 1986, we actually didn't have a white coat ceremony. So it's relatively new. It's relatively new. And it dates back, there's a lot of theories about where it dates back. But the white coat itself dates back to the time in the 19th century when physicians were trying to distinguish themselves as a profession that was based on science, as a profession that was based on empirical evidence, as a profession that connected with patients in a way that was more than just sort of preceptorships or how I like to do it. And so they adopted the white coat, which was the symbol of the scientist at the time, and began wearing white coats. So that's why we have the white coats today. And the reason we have the white coat ceremony at this point in your career is because Dr. Gold, who really has had a lot to do with humanism in medicine, and we have some awards here at the Medical College of Wisconsin around the Arnold P. Gold Humanism in Medicine, but he suggested that we need to think about the profession of medicine. We need to think about the humanism in medicine. We need to think about the empathy that's required to be a physician at the beginning of medical school, not in the middle, not at the end when you get your diploma, but at the beginning. I know you all have given some thought to that already, and I hope that you continue to contemplate that as you go forward. The last thing I want to leave you with is just encouragement and hope that you'll lean on each other during this time, that you will develop relationships that will help you succeed, that you contribute to each other's success. Medicine is a team sport. It's no longer practiced as an individual craft. It's not practiced even individually amongst physicians. We have interprofessional teams. We work with pharmacists and nurses and other professionals. Medicine is a team sport, and you need to start practicing that team sport now. Taking care of the next person to you in anatomy class, taking care of that person who's with you in a lecture, taking care of that person who you feel is having some difficulty. We know that there's a crisis right now in medicine of well-being, and we can't change all of that individually. We can't do that all just by our own individual actions, but we can do some of it. We can do some of it. And I want to assure you here and today that everyone up on this stage, and including others, care about you. We care about welcoming you in as a family member. We care about you succeeding. We care about you having excellent well-being. And if you need help, my email address is jkirschner@mcw.edu. My cell phone number is 414-510-8940. You can email me, you can text me. We've got a good family friend down here, student Dr. Sarah Abuzara. I've known Sarah since she was about 13 or 14. Sarah, if anybody needs my cell phone number and they can't remember or didn't write it down, she's sitting right down here in front. Get to know Sarah, but know each other. She'll give it to you. But I just want to encourage you all to make that commitment now. Medical school is a great time. It's a great time to journey together. It's a great time to grow together. It's stressful. There's some hard times, but it is a great journey on one of the most important, as President Raymond said, vocations that exist. Becoming a healer, a physician, a respected member of your community. I'm going to end with one more thing and just thank you all for your commitment as students coming in to vaccination. I think that's really an important thing to say today. Our healthcare profession needs to continue to say that in a very unequivocal way, that although we're here together today, we're not past this pandemic yet, and we need people to be vaccinated for us to get there. And so I'm grateful to all of you for committing to that, but most importantly, to committing to this journey along the way at the Medical College of Wisconsin. Now I'll introduce Dr. Jose Franco. He's the Interim Senior Associate Dean for Academic Affairs here at the School of Medicine. Jose.
Thank you, Dr. Kirshner. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the MCW family. You've heard that already multiple times today, and you will hear it over the next 4 years. This is a very exciting time for all of you. The Medical College of Wisconsin School of Medicine class of 2025. It's also an exciting time for all of you joining us today in the audience, family, friends, and significant others. Whether you're here in person or joining us virtually, you have played major roles in helping these future physicians arrive at this time and place. You were there when things were going well, but also during the more challenging times. Do not undervalue your contributions. To our students, today you are officially joining the greatest profession. In a few minutes, you will receive your white coat. Please remember what this white coat signifies. You were reminded of that yesterday by our panel. You are making a commitment to improving the lives of others, to relieve suffering. This is one of the most gratifying roles that you will ever play. It is what drives everyone on this stage and everyone at the Medical College of Wisconsin. The white coat you will receive today is a privilege. When you put on your white coat, you represent yourself, your family, your fellow students, the Medical College of Wisconsin, and the medical profession. At the center of all of this is the patient. Your actions and decisions should always be aligned with what is best for the patient. As Dr. Kirshner mentioned, remember to work together as a team. Help and support each other. Medicine is not an individual activity. We can accomplish much more working together than working as individuals. There will be difficult days ahead. Please remember that you are not alone. Everyone at the Medical College of Wisconsin is here to support you. Finally, as I have previously mentioned, embrace your diversity. You are all unique, and that makes your class and MCW stronger. The Medical College of Wisconsin is a thriving, diverse community that embraces an inclusive environment for all. Thank you, and once again, welcome to MCW. I look forward to getting to know all of you much more over the next 4 years together. And for the students, you know what I'm talking about? It's the tie today.
Well, thank you, Dr. Franco. It's now my pleasure to introduce the Wisconsin Medical Society President, Dr. Alicia Arnold, and the MCW Marquette Medical Alumni Associate President, Dr. Matthew Goldblatt, who will offer their congratulations to our incoming medical students.
Hello, I'm Dr. Alicia Arnold. As president of the Wisconsin Medical Society and a member of the Wisconsin Medical Society Foundation Board of Trustees, I'm honored to welcome you to the profession of medicine. On behalf of the Society's members, congratulations on all that you've accomplished to reach this milestone on your journey to becoming a physician. The white coat you received today is a gift from a Wisconsin physician who sponsored it through the Wisconsin Medical Society Foundation's White Coat campaign. It symbolizes much of what medicine has always been about: professionalism, trust, honesty, integrity, and ethics. It's also a symbol of the support system that you are now a part of. Going forward, you too will have a professional family to mentor you and assist you, just as they have done for me, your classmates, your colleagues, and the members of the Wisconsin Medical Society. With your white coat, you've received a personal message of encouragement from the physician who sponsored your coat. Some of you may develop a long-lasting professional relationship with that physician as a mentor and role model. And for others, it's simply nice to know that someone believes in you and took the time to wish you well on your journey. The years ahead will be challenging, exciting, and yes, stressful. But let me assure you that the support is there to help you succeed. You are not alone as you navigate the highs and lows of medical training. Your classmates and more experienced physicians will be there to share the thrilling successes and also the days that leave you with a heavy heart. Becoming a physician is an entry into a unique and rarefied club. Patients will entrust you with secrets and concerns that they wouldn't share with anyone else. You will be in a position to help patients in their most vulnerable moments. I will never forget the name of the first inpatient that I admitted on the wards as a student, or an unsuspected case of child abuse that I identified while reading x-rays as a resident. Sometimes I wonder about that child still. But you will also share moments of tremendous joy with your patients. You will be a healer, an educator, and a champion for your patients. Your kindness and your knowledge will make more of an impact than you may ever know. I encourage you to take advantage of your Wisconsin Medical Society membership and all that it offers, including access to scholarships, student loans, and educational opportunities. The Society and the Foundation both offer opportunities for networking and camaraderie with your peers and mentors, and I'm confident that your involvement will bring you lasting friendships and profoundly affect your professional career. Healthcare is a team effort, and when we work together to advance the profession, we're helping improve care for Wisconsin patients, which has been the mission of the Wisconsin Medical Society for more than 175 years. Once again, on behalf of the physicians of the Wisconsin Medical Society and Foundation, congratulations and welcome to the medical profession. We wish you the very best as you begin this amazing journey.
Hello, everyone. On behalf of the MCW and Marquette Medical Alumni Association, I want to welcome all the M1s to the Medical College of Wisconsin, as well as their family and friends. I'm Matt Goldblatt, president of the MCW and Marquette Medical Alumni Association. I graduated from MCW in 1997, completed my residency in 2004, and I've been on faculty here since 2009. I appreciate the opportunity to be a part of this momentous day in your medical education. Traditionally, the white coat ceremony marks the beginning of your journey into one of the greatest professions. Thank you for your decision to dedicate yourselves to the service of humanity through the art and science of medicine. As you move forward, the experience we've recently had with the COVID pandemic will shape your generation of physicians. My experience at MCW prepared me tremendously for my work, and I have every confidence that you will receive an equally positive experience. And you can count on the Alumni Association to be there supporting you along the way by sponsoring, at least in part, a number of the activities, initiatives, and events that you will participate in. We have also created resources to support students and connect them to our MCW alumni community, and it is a powerful resource. I hope you have all registered on Engage, our online alumni platform, where you can reach out to alumni to build your professional network and for mentorship opportunities. Just go to MCWEngage, all one word, .com. At the core of MCW's mission is educating and training skilled doctors, scientists, pharmacists, and healthcare professionals who are prepared to meet the ever-changing needs of the communities they serve. And the Alumni Association is another vital campus partner that's here for you. Thank you.
Our keynote speaker for the Compassion and the Science and Art of Medicine lecture is Dr. Judy Kim, an internationally known vitreoretinal specialist who is a tenured full professor of ophthalmology and visual sciences. She's a graduate from the University of Chicago and Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine. She completed her ophthalmology residency at Bascom Palmer Eye Institute of the University of Miami. She fellowshipped at MCW and was an NIH research scholar. Having immigrated from South Korea, she's been a trailblazer in ophthalmology, including becoming only the second Korean American to achieve the rank of Professor of Ophthalmology in the United States and receiving the Distinguished Asian Professional Award. She's held leadership positions in numerous committees of major ophthalmology organizations. She currently serves on the Board of Trustees of the American Academy of Ophthalmology and is on the executive committees of various prominent organizations, such as the American Society of Retina Specialists. Dr. Kim is on the editorial board of JAMA Ophthalmology, Ocular Surgery and News, and Retina Times. She's received numerous awards and honors for her clinical excellence, leadership, and service to organizations, including the Lifetime Achievement Award from the American Academy of Ophthalmology and Senior Honor Award from the American Society of Retina Specialists. She's been included in the Castle Connolly Top Doctor list, U.S. News and World Report's Best Doctors, and is in the Best Doctors list continuously for more than 20 years. She's been selected to the 2021 Power List of most influential ophthalmologists around the world and is an inaugural member of the Retina Hall of Fame. An expert in diabetic retinopathy and age-related macular degeneration, she has published over 200 papers, given over 400 presentations, including over 150 invited national and international presentations and named lectures. Please join me in welcoming my friend, Dr. Judy Kim.
Thank you for that generous introduction, Dr. Zhao. I am so pleased to meet you on this momentous day of your life. And you'll remember it also because this is the Friday the 13th. Congratulations to each of you. You have worked really hard to get here. Go ahead and pat yourself on the back. Go ahead. You deserve it. Job well done, especially because you chose Medical College of Wisconsin, and now you have become our MCW family. Speaking of family, you are here due to the support of your family, friends, loved ones, and others in your lives. Many of them are here joining us or virtually. Let's give them a big round of applause. Medicine is one of those few career fields that has inspired an entire television genre dedicated to it. Since City Hospital first aired in 1951, it has been followed by countless other medical dramas. Perhaps you see one of your favorites up there? Not only in the United States, but also around the world, even in South Korea, where I was born, medical dramas are immensely popular. The enduring appeal of the medical-themed shows is a testament to the exciting, thrilling, and gripping world of human drama, which you are about to become a part. During my medical career, I tried to follow these words from Dr. William Osler from my alma mater. He said, "The good physician treats the disease, but the great physician treats the patient who has the disease." I am sure that all of you will become great physicians. As you embark on your road to becoming a physician, I thought long and hard about what words I can impart to you. It came down to just one word: compassion. The word compassion from Latin literally means to suffer together. Among emotion researchers, it is defined as the feeling that arises when you are confronted with another's suffering and feel motivated to relieve that suffering. So compassion is not the same as empathy or altruism because compassion includes the motivation to act upon the suffering. I want to introduce you to a book titled Compassionomics, the revolutionary scientific evidence that caring makes a difference. The authors of this book performed a systematic review of the literature and concluded that compassionate care makes a difference based on scientific evidence, and it should be the center of the science and the art of medicine. Compassion should be the center of the science and the art of medicine. The authors gathered compelling evidence that compassion has vast benefits for patients across a wide variety of conditions. The mechanism of action of compassion can be grouped into 4 areas, namely physiological effects, psychological effects, enhanced patient self-care, and increased quality and safety of healthcare. For instance, compassion can reduce perception of pain in patients by 50%, increase patient-reported good outcomes after major trauma by 4-fold, and increase survival of patients in palliative care by 30%. Patients of highly compassionate physicians had 80% higher odds of achieving optimal blood glucose control and 41% lower odds of having serious diabetic complications. On the other hand, missed opportunities of compassion can have devastating health effects. The authors show that compassion benefits not only the patients, but also the financial health of our organizations by improving revenue and cutting costs. I'm sure President Raymond would be happy to hear that. It has been shown that hospitals with compassionate culture receive higher patient satisfaction scores. In addition, in choosing physicians, over 80% of patients surveyed said they value connection, caring, and compassion over the education of the physician, wait time, and cost. Evidence shows that compassion is more cost-effective than commonly used therapies and improves adherence to recommended care, thus reducing long-term cost of healthcare. Furthermore, there is evidence that compassion can be an antidote for burnout among healthcare providers, which is now becoming more important during this pandemic. While cynics have dismissed compassion as touchy-feely or irrational emotions, scientists have started to map the biological basis of compassion, suggesting its deep evolutionary purpose. Research has shown that when we feel compassion, our heart rate slows down, we secrete bonding hormone called oxytocin, and regions of our brain linked to empathy and feelings of pleasure light up, which often results in our wanting to approach and care for other people. So to summarize, compassion can affect outcomes of our patients, the financial health of our organizations, and the well-being of healthcare providers. So who should we extend compassion to? Obviously to our patients, but I say we should also extend to their families. As a physician and a surgeon, one of the most frequently asked questions I get from the patients and the families consists of these 4 words. What would you do? What would you do? These words show their desperation for guidance from you. As you advance in your medical career, many decisions, answers, and procedures may seem obvious and routine and even become second nature to you. But for each of our patients, and their families. These are difficult and serious moments in their lives which they are facing for the first time and relying on you to help. In some cases, you may not have all the answers. I surely don't. Let them know that and reassure them you are still doing your very best to navigate the tough course with them. We are truly privileged to meet them during their troubling times and to provide compassionate care. It all sounds great, but isn't providing compassionate care time-consuming? Doesn't it take up a lot of time? How long do you think it takes to extend compassion to our patients? How long? The authors in the book say it only takes an average of 40 seconds. 40 seconds. And these 40 seconds of compassion can save a life in some cases. So how do we do it? It can be as simple as telling a patient, I know you are going through a difficult time. I understand that you may be afraid. But I am here with you. My team and I will do our best to get you through this time. You are not alone. We will do this together. One of the best ways to practice compassion towards our patients is to listen. Resist the tendency to cut off your patients in the name of efficiency and lack of time. Ask appropriate questions and then listen. You'll be surprised at the stories they tell you. Another way is to look at them. With electronic medical records, it is too easy for us to be doctoring our computers rather than our patients and pay more attention to the computer screen than to the patient sitting in front of you, and we rather have our side or our back towards them. Please make eye contact as you speak with them. This is even more important during the pandemic, with all of us wearing a mask, when all they see are eyes. We have to communicate with our eyes. So look at them. Eyes are important. Of course, you're listening to an ophthalmologist. In addition, we should be compassionate to our peers, colleagues, and staff. Medicine is a calling. As such, it is all-consuming. Just as you can have a difficult day, or two, or sometimes even three, those around you may be going through a tough time as well. You can show compassion through encouragement, kindness, understanding, sharing a laughter, or even through simple act of just asking, how are you doing? Ask and really mean it and listen. Finally, compassion needs to start with ourselves. The best way to learn how to be compassionate towards others is by being compassionate to yourself. I was once on an airplane, and we were about to take off. The flight attendant came on and made an announcement. In case of an emergency, please put on your oxygen mask first, then on your favorite child. Of course, that was said in jest, but it is true that we must save ourselves before we can save others. Compassion can be our oxygen masks. Be compassionate to your patients and their families, to your peers, and to yourself. Compassion. Put your hand by your heart, put it by your chest, and say it with me softly. Compassion. as you put on your white coat and become the star in your own medical drama set at Medical College of Wisconsin about becoming a physician, and as you write your exciting sequels to follow, may you be guided by this one-word subplot: compassion. Congratulations, class of 2025. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Dr. Kim. That was so inspiring and so useful. And you know what? I do think the eyes are the windows to the soul. We will now transition to bestowing the white coats to our class of 2025 student doctors. At this time, I'd like to invite my faculty colleagues, Dr. Joseph Kirschner, Dr. Jose Franco, and Dr. Bipin Thapa, Assistant Dean of Clinical Science Curriculum, to join me at the front of the stage. Student doctors, please approach the stage when Dr. Jane Mackey, Associate Dean for Recruitment and Admissions, calls you by name. After you are coded, please return to your seats and await the recitation of the MCW oath. Family and friends, thank you for holding your applause until each group of 4 has been coded. Dr. Mackey.
Thank you, Dr. Sau. It is now my great pleasure and privilege to welcome each of our students to come forward to receive their white coats. Nawara Ali Abu Faris, Sarah Abu Zara, Francisco Aguirre, Anne Alquist. Talha Ahmad, Alexandra Ahrens, Jeffrey I, Andrew Allen. Ryan Amidan, Crystal Amini, Saba Anwar, Alexis Sherry Ballou. Hamid George Bangura, Ali Barber, Leopoldo Bella Luna, Elena Barosa. Deepali Bala, Simon Blaine Sauer, Maya Blau, Aaron Bodenbach. Samantha Betcher, Matida Bojang, Ryan Bonet, Leonard Brasul. Christopher Calciano, David Cayo, Kaylin Carew, and Maximilian Casey. Brianna Celix, Nicholas Chen, Jenseng Chen, Tracy Stewart Cherubin. Heloise Sharuvalath, Justin Chu, Kaylee Cook, and Anna Mia Coruja. Evan Cox, Roger Daly, Nana Danso, Adrian Davis. Sophia Dietrich, Neil Dixit, Adriana Dukas, Alexandra Dove. Jefferson Driscoll, Aaron Earl, Madeline Ebert, Mark Eheogai. Sarah Emma, Michael Essen, Sarah Farhan, Sean Farrell. Katrina Fauser, Helena Faleka, Mason Felmuth, and Megan Fisher. Jasmine Garcia, Tyler Garris, Alexis Geach, Thomas Geisler. Mina Gobriel, Christopher Gitter, Shauna Glow, and Natalie Gonzalez. Roel E. Gonzalez, Cheyenne Greenhouse, Maya Gunther, Ira Gularia. Abdulaziz Hamid, Alexandra Harris, Edward Harwick, Amber Haugen. Samuel Hernandez, Sean Hernandez, Sophia Herrera, Lauren Hilt. Elise Hokinson, John Horner, Cameron Hudson, Daniel Hughes. Carmen Incha, Omer Iqbal, Reese Jacobson, Adi Jacherla. Elisha Yaki, Anna Johnson Escoriza, Ashanti Johnson, Maria Jew. Harsimran Kelsey, Daniel Danielle Karch, Hamsita Kura, and John Castor. Kennedy Key, Mohammed Kokar, Mindy Kim, Emily Kinda. Ryan Klauk, Annie Kleinerman, Rajiv Kodali, and Nicholas Kerber. Emily Kohler, Michael Kozik, Kevin Kurtz, Akshaya Lakshmanan. Coders, thank you. At this time, I would like to invite Dr. John Raymond, Dr. Malika Syker, Associate Dean of Student Inclusion and Diversity, and Dr. Marty Muntz, Associate Dean of Curriculum, to join Dr. Tsao at the front of the stage to coat our remaining students. Emily Margaret Lambert, Grace Lawson, Jenna Lee, Victoria Lay. Hannah Lee, Isaac Jet Lee, Juan Adrian Lizama, Phoebe Lim. Edward Lynn, Colin Liphart, Jose Lizaraga Mazaba, Morgan Lucero. Kendrick Anthony Daniel Manswell, Hannah Marsh, Morgan Maring, Alyssa Marmolejo. Clara Martin, Madeline McGauley, Jera McLaren Lee, Ryan McQueen. Sarah Moline, Baruch Muhammad, McKenna Morrow, Linda Mua. Ime Injogo, Heidi Noka, Nicole Elise Novak, Linda Wume. Andrew Outs, Kaylee O'Neill, Brittany Pace, Brianna Paulman. Amelia Papadimitriou, Deep Patel, Milan Patel, Bryce Patton. Hannah Peck, Sona Perlin, Ashley Perry, and Andrew Plum. Jessica Pram, Mackenzie Rabis, Rasika Ramathathan, Bernice Ramirez Leo. Abe Razak, Isabel Reedy, Emily Reimer, Adam Rich. Devin Rigo, Paula Rivera, Seth Rogie, Christine Rogers. Samantha Roper Simpson, Nate Rose, Catherine Scantling, Carol Shepoister. David Scott, Caitlin Seibold, Vienna Seitz, Maria Veronica Calvo Scrow. Ipsit Shah, Ashley Skillings, Terry Smith Roberts, Jared Staten. Stefan Stavanovich, Austin Stewart, Natalie Stratton, and Maya Subramanian. Laurel Sun, Ali Said, Julie Shagelski, Parnika Thelogi. Adam Talega, Morgan Tentis, Henry Termulin, Jennifer Terrell. Jur Tao, Nang Tao, Julia Thielen, Shakira Tumusime. Hannah Ulatowski, Rutaraj Vala, Guadalupe Valdivia Esparza, Elsie Valencia. Renata Vallecillo, Nasarg Vanani, Haley Van Beek, Riker Vanderheiden. Parcia Vazirnia, Nathaniel Verhagen, Clayton Vesperman, Uzoma Wamo. Jacob Welsh, Ethan Wen, Emily Wendell, Micah Wilds. Maureen Winkowski, Josiah Wolf, Nicole Shia, Paulino Joseph Yanez. Riley Young, Serena Zacharias, May Zagulu, Luke Zangle. Jacob Zems, Jose Lucas Zapata, Jessica Joe. We will now take time to honor the students who are participating virtually with us today.
Abdul Rahman Ahmed, Ayman On, Ryan Zarnecki, Jonathan Davis, Peter Holmes, Emily Igwe, Amalia Jerezik, Jarrett Judkins, Antonio Webster, Fritz Wells.
Well, congratulations, everyone. Welcome to the MCW family. I now would like to welcome Dr. Kirshner back to the podium to lead the students in the recitation of the medical school oath.
Gotta find the right page here. So prior to the inception of the white coat ceremony, the Hippocratic Oath, a noble 2,500-year-old tradition obligating doctors to high professional standards for patient care and the practice of medicine, was recited by medical graduates at commencement. It was noted by Dr. Gold, who I mentioned earlier, that this recitation occurred 4 years too late. He believed that students should take the oath when they began medical school, and again when they graduate. So the practice has followed that we do this here at MCW at the beginning of medical school as well. The oath that the medical school students are about to take was written in 2019 by a committee of MCW students. Based on the Declaration of Geneva, it was crafted to promote empathy, diversity, and community among physicians and the patients they serve, while upholding the time-honored traditions of professionalism, ethical medical practice embodied in the Hippocratic Oath, and given Dr. Kim's commentary today, compassion. Student doctors, please stand and direct your attention to the overhead slide or program insert, and together with all physicians that are present, let us recite the MCW Oath. As a member of the medical profession, I pledge to dedicate myself to the service of humanity through the art of medicine, science and medicine. The health and well-being of my patients will be my first consideration. I will respect the autonomy and dignity of my patients. I will value the individuality of my patients and care for all of them to the best of my ability. I will safeguard the confidentiality of my patients. I will practice my profession with conscience and integrity and in accordance with medical standards. I will share my medical knowledge for the benefit of the community and the improvement of healthcare. I will give to my teachers, colleagues, and students the respect and gratitude that is their due. I will attend to my own health, well-being, and abilities so that I'm able to provide the best care for my patients. I will engage in honest self-reflection upon my character, acknowledging both my strengths and limitations. I will not use my medical knowledge to violate human rights or civil liberties, even under threat. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor. I now invite Dr. Carol Sau back to say a few closing remarks.
Student doctors, Once more, please turn and face your families and friends and give them a round of applause for helping you reach this point. Now, family and friends, is this not a promising sight? Student doctors, it is indeed a privilege and my utmost joy to welcome you to the household of medicine. Congratulations. Along with all the faculty, we all look forward to continuing to be a part of your journey here at MCW. This concludes the white coat ceremony for the class of 2025. Thank you for celebrating with us today. To exit the building as safely as possible, we ask that the audience remain seated until all students have been dismissed from the theater. Students, you'll be dismissed by your MCW staff row by row and section. Exit the theater through the lobby area, please, and wait for your friends and family outside of the building. Please note that for this year, no photographs inside the theater are permitted. Audience members, please wait till the students have exited.